everyone, welcome back to another episode of Unplugged TV Australia. Today is the day, at least I hope so. The PHEV will be coming back home, not from the surgery but from the vaccination. Oh, so I'm pretty excited what will happen today. So I told you yesterday about the procedures they already did on the car. Reset and battery cell smoothing were successful, they said. Okay. They pressed the right button, obviously, on the MUD device. And then they started working on the DB cam. That was yesterday. And today they are planning to bring the car back. So, and I was thinking, how is this working? Because the last of the three procedures is the DB cam, the drive battery capacity automatic measurement, which can take up to 72 hours, as we know. How can they do this within one day? So my guess is they have started the DB cam yesterday afternoon and just hope it goes through at the first cycle, because the sometimes it fails and then you have to do it again, and this why it can take up to 72 hours to actually finish this procedure. At least this is what we know. So I'm very excited to hear back from Mitsubishi Motors Australia today and to get a time from them when I can pick up the car, when we do the swap over again from the diesel back to the electric Outlander PHEV. I can't wait. And my good old friend David from Austria contacted me last night. Yeah, Austria, not Australia. Austria. This is a colony of Australia in Europe. He's got his PHEV in service now, and they will do the triple procedure for him at the same time. And he told me as well, they are confident to get this all done in one day. I mean, the service anyway, because they are not really doing anything at the service. It's more an inspection of certain parts of the car. They're doing an oil change, and that's pretty much it. And charge you $6,500 for it. Ridiculous. They are doing the procedure for free, the procedures for free, as part of the warranty of the car. So I was, because dealerships usually charge you quite some money for these procedures, and the dealership in Austria where he goes to, they told him they have done these three procedures before on another car. So someone must have watched my video somewhere over there as well, and the dealership just did the triple procedure. Unfortunately, we don't have any knowledge of the outcome, but we will get some news from Dave, of course, once his car is coming back, maybe today or on Monday. And then is the question, have they done it correctly? Because I've got feedback from another viewer, from another subscriber of my channel from Portugal, and apparently his dealership has done the triple procedure on his car as well, but the state of health did not change. And we checked his PHEV Watchdog, the battery conditions, and we could see a yellow card. There was only a very slight increase in state of health from the last green battery card he had. So I doubt they have actually done a reset before, because the reset should bring your state of health back to 38 ampere hours. This is the default setting in the BMU without calibration. So it looks like in his case they have only done a DB cam without bothering doing the full triple procedures. And guys, maybe it is a little bit too early to go to your dealerships now. Mitsubishi Motors Australia they are in close contact with Mitsubishi Motors Japan, and whatever they do to our cars here, this is all confirmed and coordinated by MMC, which is Mitsubishi Motors Corporation. That's the Japan organization, the mothership. So, and hopefully MMC will work on a new procedure for battery replacements and also for recalibrations for existing cars. And maybe if you tell your dealer do the triple procedure like reset, smoothing and DB cam, it's not enough for them to do it correctly. Someone said somewhere in the forum that the procedures didn't work until they fully charged the battery and then did reset. So I'm not sure what that is about. I couldn't find any details so far about this, and it might be not relevant, but it might be the last piece to actually get this completely right. So this is all, I think we are there 90% now, but the last 10% might be the critical part. So guys, hopefully this all gets confirmed soon and we have more details. I know there are at least 3 cars from our Team PHEV Group going into the dealerships for the procedures in the near future, and these cars did not get a new battery, so they are all above 80% state of health, so they can't actually claim any faulty batteries like we did. But Mitsubishi Motors Australia has confirmed they are happy to do the procedures just to verify and to confirm these procedures that they actually work. Shit. I've received an email from Mitsubishi Motors Australia with 2 data files attached, which showing the whole MUD data export before they did the triple procedure and after they did the triple procedure. So I haven't looked into details of it yet, but from what I can see, the MUD device shows now 40 ampere hours off for the battery, and this is exactly how it should be. And they said everything worked fine, and actually the car is now on its way back to me. So the car should be here in less than an hour, and I cannot wait to plug in the OBD and read the dog. And I'm just reading through a comment of one of my videos. The comment was left a week ago, but I have missed it for some reason. Lance from Taiwan, his dealership has done the triple procedure on his car with only limited success. He's got a, let me find this. He's got a 2015 PHEV with 57,000 kilometers, and the state of health was down to 68% only. So he went in for the triple procedure, and afterwards the state of health showed only 74%. So there was an increase of 6% in his car with the triple procedure, and he left all the details there. So if you want to have a look through this, episode 192, have a look at Lance Wang's comment in there. He also stated that they may not have waited long enough for the cell smoothing to finish. They waited only 4 hours. I'm not sure how this procedure actually works, if you have to wait or if you determine yourself once the procedure is done and you just stop it if everything is balanced, or if you leave it until the MUD shows you, yep, procedure successfully done, carried out. I'm not sure. Also, he said the software on the MUD device was not the newest one. Maybe that was an issue as well. From what I see, this is the second car now reporting that the triple procedure does not work on existing cars with already degraded batteries. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. For some reason, we don't know. What I think is we have not all the information from Mitsubishi Motors yet. The mothership in Japan has not given us all the information how these procedures work and what is included. I think they are still working with Mitsubishi Motors Australia together to find out what is actually going on and how could this all happen. Once they have, and what we can see right now is only the framework of this whole procedure cluster they need to apply to get these batteries up and running. There are some details which are not public yet, so we don't know what actually needs to be done exactly to achieve this outcome, and probably we won't get these details. I'm not sure. I will ask my contacts here in Australia to see if we can get any more information about this whole procedure stuff. But from what I can see, it seems like they are waiting for confirmation from MMC now to make this, to confirm this and to make this an official new procedure for battery replacement work, but also for working on existing cars. Well, at least the procedure, the easy fix, the easy vaccine, the easy fix for this problem, it does not seem to occur. Obviously there's more involved, or maybe this procedure order is not working with existing cars. Maybe there is something which we haven't thought through. It is really hard to tell, and the only information we have so far are the photos and the information from Hunter, who was actually witnessing all these procedures carried out on his car a couple of weeks ago. I made this video 100, I don't know what it is. Yeah, this episode 192. And this is pretty much the most details we have now for this procedure order. If there is anything missing, Mitsubishi Motors doesn't tell us, we don't know. I hope we will find out eventually and can spread the word so the procedures get carried out completely correctly and we can see increased capacity in these batteries afterwards. Because if you think about a car with 60,000 kilometers, and this one is in Taiwan apparently, this car here, 60,000 kilometers only, and is down 30% of state of health. This can only mean that the battery really is degraded. It has lost 11 ampere hours, and this could only mean you should not buy this car at all, because then it's totally shit. To be honest, I don't even want to think about this. But if this is the case, we'll find out eventually in my car, because it will show the same degradation curve again. Even the dog still shows us 40 ampere hours as 105.3% state of health, but the actual degradation goes on in the background. We will lose capacity, we will lose range, and the car does take less energy while charging, of course. So there's no hiding from real degradation, of course. We'll find out. Okay, let's wait this other 45 minutes until this guy comes in and plug in the OBD and measure the heck out of the car. So excited. I'm so excited. There's the diesel. Bye bye diesel. Behind the bin. Alright guys, we are back in the PHEV. First time ever starting up the PHEV after the triple procedure. This is the big moment. I can't even see out of the... Why is the seat so low? Mechanical height adjustment. Okay. Okay, shall we? Fire. Battery empty, tank is full. Thanks guys for a full tank. Turn off the radio, come on. I've got still the PHEV ringtone. Yeah, babe. Okay, start live data. This is the moment. This is the moment. 0.9 ampere hours lost. Battery capacity change detected. New capacity 40 ampere hours plus 5 ampere hours. And that was exactly, yeah, we were down to 35 ampere hours. And here we swipe. There we go. Here you can see the correct calibration of the BMU to the battery. It is 40 ampere hours and 105.3% state of health. Let's have a look at the battery condition card. See, there's no yellow card. That's amazing. There's no yellow card. It just went up from 35 ampere hours to 40 ampere hours. But there's no yellow card for some reason. Is it possible they have done a DB cam? Ah, there it is. Ah, I wasn't aware you have to turn this on for that. Okay. Okay, so the DB cam determined 39.9 ampere hours, which is 105% as per dog. And they obviously, no, that's not from them. Yep, no other cards. So that's how it looks like, guys. That's how it looks like. Guys, unfortunately the club is not open today, so I cannot recharge the car while at work here. Oh well, I'm leaving in an hour anyway here. And the battery is down to 30% state of charge. Yeah, 30.3% state of charge. So this, I have to start with an empty battery, which I of course hate. Okay guys, let me finish working and then we do some testing with the new calibrated battery. So guys, and back in the car, off to my other appointments. And let's see how much capacity we have lost since parking here. Apparently nothing, because the bloody phone has started itself. Oh, well, it's a good test. The battery is actually empty at the moment with a 28% state of charge. So we can see when the engine kicks in. Oh, this road. So you've got the last blue bar here still, and 25.8% state of charge. Still driving on battery. Engine just fired on at 3.715 volts at 70 kilometers per hour. So quite a bit of load on the battery. On the battery, 10 kilowatt. So it's not idling or something. 10 kilowatt is quite, that's almost 1C load on the battery, and 3.7 volts. Yes, that's correct now. We can also see we've got 60 ampere hours here on the meter in the PHEV Watchdog. So that means they have recharged the battery about twice since they done the reset. One was for the DB cam, obviously, and then they did it again for testing purposes, I guess. And 0.2 kiloampere hours, so 200 ampere hours of usage so far. This is calculated as charged and discharged energy from and into the battery. Oh guys, I tell you, it feels so good to be back in the PHEV after driving this diesel. Especially the regen power, I missed this a lot. It's so good when you take your foot off the accelerator and the car actually slows down, almost to a standstill. Amazing technology. I missed it a lot. Man, and when the engine runs in the PHEV, it's butter smooth. You can really tell the diesel is a rough engine. It's a rough engine. Not only does it make a lot of noise, but vibrations. Wow. You can really feel the difference to a gasoline engine to a diesel engine. Okay, I'm on my way home in full hybrid mode. I didn't bother to put it in charge mode and optimize any drive, so I leave it as it is. Okay, so far this very exciting and interesting day, and I think it gets even more interesting in the future. So stay tuned. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. This is Andy from Unplugged TV Australia, signing off. You stay charged, and we will see us in the next video very soon. Okay, thanks guys. See you then. Bye.